which is again another situation where Triple H is booking, and I said this last week. I called this last week. Now, I'm not saying that I'm completely right. Bronson Reed. I said last week that Triple H has this problem, and it kind of goes into what I'm saying here. The whole night I've been saying is that Triple H this is one of those episodes of Raw where Triple H's booking, his bad booking, catches up to him. Like, he's good at kind of like juggling it for a couple weeks, and then he drops the fucking balls. And I'm starting to see the cracks in this Bronson Reed thing, and I've been really high on this Bronson Reed build because, again, I thought it was like completely out of left field, and they were doing some really destructive shit with him. And it was, past 4 weeks have been pretty cool with Bronson Reed. They made it to the point where he's over to some degree. And that was a credit to Triple H. And last week, it's funny because I said Triple H is always good for the first 4 weeks of booking with stuff like this. He'll book it really well for the first 4 weeks, just like the Wyatt Six, just like, what else? Braun Breaker. There's like good 4 weeks of booking, and then he drops the ball. Bronson Reed had 4, maybe 5 solid, I think it was 4 solid weeks of booking. And this week, they just really, fucked it up with this whole thing with Braun Strowman kind of selling this injury angle, but it fell flat to me. And I felt like it kind of took away from what they've been doing with Bronson Reed. And I feel like he wasn't even on the show, if I remember correctly. But if they were selling the injury, fine. I'd be fine with it. If they did the whole thing where Braun Strowman is like, hey, I'm cleared, put me in the match, I'm still fine with that. Braun Strowman selling the injuries the entire match, I'm fine with that. Why the fuck would they have Braun Strowman win the goddamn match? Why wouldn't they use that why would they even have him selling the fucking injuries then? If it doesn't cost him the match or cost him something. There's no consequence to it. Then that way we can go, oh, well, now he's going to be pissed off at Bronson Reed for fucking him up and costing him this match. Where do we go with this? He's in the Fatal 4-Way, and then that cost it. Maybe that's where it's costing. Again, I had the same problem last week with this whole Xavier Kofi build, and we'll get to that later because there's some controversy going on. But I was like, why wouldn't they, if they're trying to build to these guys separating, why wouldn't they have them actually both win their triple threats and then somehow cost each other the match, or somebody, Kofi cost Xavier the match in the Fatal 4-Way. That way we have a reason why we saw them both in matches in 3 ways. And then there would be some kind of payoff to that whole night. It'd be like, okay, there's progression here. But no, they both just lose their match, and then that's it. Now, that could tie into the controversy that I'm going to talk about later. But, yeah, there's just no, I guess this may tie into the 4-Way. Maybe Bronson Reed comes out and attacks him, but I thought it would have been stronger if it was that the injuries that Bronson Reed caused to their monster, Braun Strowman, that would have been more effective. But maybe that's just subjectivity. I don't know. But I feel like that was pretty bad booking. I feel like it was no different. Any of this is no different from, Vince's last few years when he lost touch. But at least he had an excuse. He was fucking 70-something years old. He was in his late 70s, booking wrestling. Of course he's out of touch. I really don't understand where people are saying Triple H is this great booker and this and that. He gives us moments. Yeah, he gives us moments, but in between those moments, it's shit booking. And his moments are usually, oh, we brought back somebody who hasn't been around for a while. It's like cheap fucking moments that they're giving us. And they're starting to run out of those. Or a heel turn or something like that. Like, where is the other, like, the storytelling that gives us the wow moments? Like, or the, oh, that's fucked up, he needs to whip his ass moments. It's like we're watching dudes fight over fucking bracelets and high school drama, high school romance. And this is better than Vince McMahon? Triple H really needs he needs to get the yes men from around him. That's actually what fucked up Vince, was Vince had too many yes men around him for a long time. And stop running away from criticism. And I said it before, that is the bitch in Triple H. And I kind of realized it during this episode when I saw the feminist movement shit that he pushes with their female storylines and how involved he is in the female storylines. It's that Triple H is a bitch. He's a soy boy who fucking worked out and got muscles. But inside, in his heart, there's a little soy boy there because he never stood up to his wife. He let his wife fucking run his life. Look at Stephanie McMahon. You think she's listening to Triple H? Please. She's probably the biggest feminist of them all. So he's too afraid because he has to answer to his wife. That happens with a lot of great creatives. Look at Bill Burr. Look at a lot of the comedians. Howard Stern. They all act like bitches because they got to go, home to their wife and listen to their bitching, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to stand up to them. So, yeah, I think that's Triple H's problem. Triple H's problem is he doesn't